Good morning. I had a perfect night last night. Awesome location. This morning, a little cool, but it's not that cold, even though I'm all bundled up. I think it's a little excessive. But the smoke and everything is definitely socked in this area. So it's a little hazy out. And the first event we got is crossing Milk Creek here. I think there's a nice bridge to go across it, so we'll get there in just a little bit. Definitely smoky. Nice little waterfall across the way. Milk Creek down there. Profile for today has us doing a 4.5 mile climb. But this is the only climb for the whole day, it looks like. One big climb out of here. And then it's a big downhill that looks kind of smooth. And then it flattens out. And that's about it. That's a 20-mile day. So we'll just get this big climb knocked out. I don't think I really showed it yesterday, but there was a number of patches where it was kind of like this, where the trail's just kind of in bad shape and eroded away and overgrown. They're kind of pushing through a lot of the plants. Well, I'm about halfway up the climb. It's been pretty easy, nice easy grade. And I just got sprinkled on with a little bit of rain. It's so infrequent out here on this trail. I'm actually shocked. I've only been rained on maybe. This is the third time while hiking, and it's all been just really light sprinkles where you don't even really need to put your jacket on. I think I've only had one good rain shower where I was tented at night. It was a good lightning storm for a few hours, but we survived that one without getting wet. About a mile to the top, still sprinkling rain. Done with the switchbacks. Here's a change of scenery for us. Nice and quiet, very still. A little bit of light drizzle still. I think we're about half a mile to the very top. I think we're through the steeper climbs, and that wasn't even that bad. Time for some morning blueberries, freshly washed after a rain. Interesting how you can see all the smoke layers are settling in the valleys there. I think we are through the high point of the day. So it should be either all downhill or just flat for the rest of the day. Be easy. It's just absolutely amazing up here. Glacier Peak Wilderness. See, the trail just continues to wrap around this little bowl of a valley. Cuts right through, end up on the other side. So much like little details and color in the mosses. Beautiful. I feel like I'm not going to get anywhere if I keep looking down at the blueberry bushes. How can you pass this up? That smoke layer lingering in the valleys just, I don't know, makes the contrast and the mountains behind it and everything just look really cool, different. Brushing past all the wet bushes. It's soaking my feet. It's the first time I've walked in wet shoes this whole trail. Glacier Peak up there. It's definitely getting smokier as we make our way into the valley. There's Vista Creek. We're making our way down to the creek there, and then we're following the creek all the way down this valley to the end of it where it teams up with the Seattle River, and we're camping along the river there somewhere. But we still got like 11 miles or so to the end of the day. Well, the blowdowns today haven't been too bad, but a couple that you gotta maneuver through. I'll take you guys with me. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh. There we go. Okay, that was fun. It's impressive how much earth and rock can be ripped up when a tree goes over. Made it down to Vista Creek. We'll be following this on down a couple of miles. More blowdowns in the way. I feel like I keep saying it, but I absolutely love every forest out here. This just feels like a really ancient forest that's never been logged. Totally untouched. There's just dozens of trees that have all fallen on top of each other. There's this really cool feel to it. Hereabouts is where we're starting to diverge away from the Vista Creek. It continues down and links up with the Seattle River. We're going to be skirting around the hills more to the northwest and kind of following the river. And then we cross the Seattle eventually on a bridge a couple of miles. The look and feel of this forest is just blowing me away. It is frigging amazing out here. We made it to the bridge crossing over the Seattle River. And even the bridge has got blowdown damage. That's not surprising, actually. This is one of the worst stretches for blowdowns. The most blowdowns and the largest to maneuver around. I wonder how recent this was. At least the bottom of the bridge is reinforced with some sturdy steel. Looks pretty strong to me. This is going to be the last water fill up. We're about 2 miles to Miners Creek. That's going to be camp for the night. Here we are, Miners Creek. It's a cool bridge, just one big log for the base. And I think our tenting options are going to be just right on the other side. Here we are, all set up. Got the bridge we crossed just behind. Very picturesque little spot. Miners Creek flowing just in the background. There's some room for a good number of tents up here. I've only seen like 2 people all day today. So we'll see how many end up here with me, or maybe I'll be alone. Well, I guess it's that time again. Had a good, easy day today. It was fun, mostly downhill, awesome forest scenery. I loved it. It's kind of a great way to finish up this stretch. So tomorrow we got a 22-mile day or so, and then the next day after that we are going in and out of Stehekin. We get to see what that town looks like. I might just hang out. There's a bakery, but I don't know how far the bakery is from like the middle of town. I guess it's a bit of a distance. I don't know, we'll figure it all out when we get there. But I might just hang out at the bakery, and I think I'm just gonna load up on like sandwiches and stuff for my resupply, because I only need a day's worth of stuff to get to Rainy Pass. So I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It's the same time I usually get up and leave. It's just extremely dark. Just overcast, lots of clouds, and it's raining. It's just kind of light. It's not too bad. But we're starting out with a hill climb, and I'll just check back when it gets a little brighter out here, I guess. Good morning. This is a little bit better. It's pretty much stopped raining right now, and it's I've already been going for about an hour up this hill. The grade is really nice and easy. We had a bit of a crowd where I was camped last night. There was probably at least 8 people that showed up and kind of camped around, but it was nice and quiet. And I think we got more ups and downs today compared to yesterday. Yesterday was so easy and nice, but I don't think the terrain's gonna be too bad, hopefully. But like I said yesterday, this will stage us just on the outskirts of getting into Stehekin for tomorrow morning. So let's kick this day off. The uphills are still nice and easy. There's just too much of this. Massive trees just come down, and then you got to spend 2 minutes monkeying them through them. Lots of water on trail. Here's Miners Creek again. Much further upstream than we were this morning. Well, I dare say this is the worst blowdown I've ever seen. The trail continues straight through this for about 300, 400 feet. It's like a massive what do you call it? Not a mudslide, but like an earth slide, whatever. Just took out all these trees. So I'll see you on the other side. This will take a bit to go around. Got a little bit of an overlook view for a minute. There's Glacier Peak in the distance, getting further away from it. You can still see some of the hazy smoke settled in the valleys. Some of the nearby taller peaks. We still got a little bit of hill climbing to do still. Well, I think we're over the top and through the high point for the day. That was quite the uphill, 7.5 miles. About a third of the total distance we're doing today. But the rest of the profile has us doing about 2 miles downhill, and it pops back up for a mile, and it's all downhill for the rest of the day. Going down into a big valley, following the South Fork, Agnes Creek. And now it's time for the morning handful of blueberries. This is one heck of a rocky valley area. There's just hundreds of pika squeaking out everywhere in the rocks. I can see them darting around every once in a while, but they're pretty quick to catch on camera. Into the last little hill climb for the day. And of course, brushing past all these wet bushes. My legs are all wet and soaked. We're done with that hill climb. Now we're back to it being all downhill from here. About 12 miles to camp. Down at the bottom and the end of this valley is where we're headed. It definitely looks smokier in that direction. I've been contemplating my choices for where this trip is going to end. And at this point, I'm 90% certain this through hike is going to end at Rainy Pass. And that's the last road access on trail. And that's where we're getting into the town of Winthrop, where we got reservations. So if the smoke and everything is really bad at that point, then I think I'm just going to call it quits. I don't need to be inhaling any more smoke than I already have. It's already been pretty bad this whole week. But I'm going to make that decision at the pass when I get there. Just spectacular vistas today. These deep canyon valleys. Just spectacular up here. Some nice glaciers up there. I think everything's dried out enough to where I'm not getting soaking wet from brushing against the plants. We only had the light sprinkles of rain, just kind of a little bit throughout the night and into the morning, and then everything's dried out nicely. There's looking back up behind at the big rocky valley we were in with the glaciers and snow. Still working our way down the valley to the creek below. And then we're following it all the way to the end of this valley. Made it down to the South Fork Agnes Creek. Beautiful little stream. Looks like we got some log balancing to do. Shouldn't be an issue. Quite the change of scenery. Got these cool broken up rock area and forest fire damage. That looks relatively recent. Moving through a lot of bushes, but I'm noticing it's pretty well cleared back. The closer we get to Stehekin, the better maintained the trails are. Very lovely stroll through the woods, following the creek. There's beautiful, massive trees all around. Lowdowns have been cleared out. Nice and easy. We got 3 miles to Pass Creek, and that's going to be home for the night. It just started raining. I'm swapping into some rain gear, and we still got like 2 miles or more left. Pretty big gorge that the creek is in now. And it's still raining. Still heading towards camp. Here we go. Here's the camping setup at Pass Creek. The rain has stopped just long enough to get set up, but I think I'm going to be hiding in my tent for the rest of the evening here. So I'm going to go get some water from the creek real quick, get dinner going, and then I'll just hide for the rest of the night. I'm all nicely settled into the tent. I'm warm, I'm dry, I got hot food for dinner, I'm doing alright. So tomorrow we are 5 miles away from a road where we can catch a bus into the town of Stehekin. I plan on chilling there for a few hours, just eating lots of food. Mostly probably just hanging out at the bakery. I don't know what all is in the town. It's a pretty small area. But I'm going to resupply from the bakery with a few sandwiches and stuff because it's only 19 miles from Stehekin up to Rainy Pass. and that'll get us into be able to hitch into Winthrop, where we got reservations. So that's the plan for the next couple of days. I'm gonna make the decision at Rainy Pass, kind of at the last minute, whether to end it there or see if I can continue a few more days. But one way or the other, we're ending up in Winthrop for the night. So I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.